Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
I got one.
Tight guard.
Slam. Check 31. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Big rip.
Now it's Smith running right. A nice little juke. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Nifty footwork at the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Lost the pass.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180.
Come on. Double time. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike, check, 59. Let's go, D.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
On the set.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
To throw is Garoppolo. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. White.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin with a run by Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shift. He's coming. We got double up. Look, squeeze.
They'll toss it to Smith. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check three. Protein spill. Check.
Now Ito Smith. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Go. Third down and watch the slip. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
15 line. 15 line.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Here we go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, team 6.
You can't block me. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 3. Check
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Kill. Check. Lucky. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Watch the screen. Pass. Go. Get him. You got him. Smooth. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Haywood. Mike 5'9". He don't know no better.
2nd and 9 now. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm going to run you over.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons push further out in front.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
All day, just like that. 13. Mike 51. Mike 51. Target. Check. Fresno. 12, fellas, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, echo.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
21.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's coming again.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here we go.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down. Inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, it's Smith. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 79 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Garoppolo now. Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check.
1, Omaha.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
Come to my work, brother. We want it. Come to my work.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to leave the booth.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Check, 59. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Get it. Throwing on third and long. Riley. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I got it. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check pass. Check pass.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Switch. Shift.
Hey, Sam off.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Hey.
Hey, switch gears. Check safety. No. Off.
On second down, they'll run with White. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Ready. 8, read. Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. Riley. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Switch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go.
Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check it out, read.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
13.
Football. Check the backer.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
It's going to be a long day. Out. Check.
Ready?
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Hey, watch the slant.
5.
On 1st and 10, Riley flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming, Bob. I'm coming.
To throw again, Riley. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Watch the out. Watch the out.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
2.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The Panthers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right here, right here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
70, Indy.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch QB drop.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.